Here's more wrestling news for June 28th, 2022. And your headlines for this afternoon include Kurt Angle turned down 10-match contract with AEW, Tony Khan still refuses to comment on MJF's AEW status, Booker T says AEW star wasn't given the chance to cut a lot of promos in WWE, Bianca Belair asks fans to respect boundaries after scary late-night interaction, Jon Moxley says Vince McMahon would flip his lid if he watched his AEW matches, Dax Harwood explains why he supported Sasha Banks after WWE Raw Walkout, and more. We are starting off today's news with MJF, as in the recent past he managed to get major heat from fans thanks to his excellent heel work. He is known to take it too far while still maintaining his character, and fans respect him for that as well. Tony Khan still won't comment on MJF's status in AEW after the Salt of the Earth called him a mark. Earlier this month on AEW Dynamite, MJF truly shocked the pro wrestling world thanks to his fiery promo. He eviscerated AEW president Tony Khan, questioning his role as the president. He also then begged to be fired. MJF has not been seen since then, and all traces of the Long Island native have been removed from AEW as well. While speaking during the Forbidden Door post-show media scrum, AEW president Tony Khan was once again asked about MJF's status. Khan refused to comment on it once again, saying, "I am, especially after the great show we did, I'm not going to comment on it, but it's a fair question to ask. I'm not going to cover that one right now." This is not the only time Tony Khan didn't comment on MJF's situation as well. So far, he has declined to comment on MJF's situation 3 times. We'll have to see how MJF's storyline will progress once he's back. Kurt Angle is one of the greatest in-ring performers in the history of professional wrestling, and it's no surprise that even later in his career, both WWE and AEW wanted to bring him in. Angle recently shared details on the offer he received from Tony Khan's company. Kurt Angle recently revealed that after a double knee replacement, his in-ring career is technically over. That doesn't mean that AEW didn't try to bring him in. Speaking with NBC Sports Boston in a new interview, Kurt Angle said he was offered a 10-match deal to work for AEW. Unfortunately, the Olympic gold medalist was unable to do it due to his physical limitations. Angle says he doesn't want to wrestle if he can't be his old self. "Well, you know what? They actually wanted me to wrestle in particular. Tony Khan gave me a call, wanted me to wrestle. They offered me a pretty good deal, but I just can't do it anymore. I wish I could, but it's just not possible. They did offer me 2 different times, and they did want me to do an on-camera personality as well, or a non-wrestling role. I actually turned that down as well. I just wanted to start up my supplement company, so I wanted to put more time into that, so I didn't want to leave the company at this particular time, so I decided not to do it," he said. "They wanted me to have big special matches. They gave me a contract for 10 matches, but they didn't say how long it would be, so it might not have just been for a year. It might have been for 3 years, and I would have wrestled 3 matches a year, but I decided not to do it because of my supplement company and the fact that I'm just not the same as I used to be. If I'm gonna go in there and wrestle, I want to be the old Kurt Angle, and I know I can't be that anymore." Angle is currently working on building his nutritional supplement company and is trying to keep his new knees healthy. We wish him all success. WWE legend Booker T feels AEW star Claudio Castagnoli, aka Cesaro, didn't have too many opportunities to cut promos in Vince McMahon's company. Cesaro left WWE earlier this year after not agreeing to a new contract with the company. He debuted in AEW this past Sunday at the AEW x NJPW Forbidden Door show. The former United States champion defeated Zack Sabre Jr. in his AEW debut. Booker T on his Hall of Fame show said that Cesaro may not have been given the freedom to cut promos the way he wanted to in Vince McMahon's company. He feels that he may have more freedom on the microphone in AEW and is excited to see what the new AEW signing can do going forward. "I don't think Cesaro really had a chance to go out and cut a lot of promos, especially perhaps not the way he wanted to cut the promos. WWE has a structure, it's a lot different than AEW. A lot of the guys that go over there to AEW, you think Christian would have been able to cut that same promo he cut last week in WWE? Probably not right now, being a publicly traded company. Guys can go over there to AEW and have a little bit more freedom. I think with Cesaro, I think we're going to see a whole lot more, perhaps what Cesaro wanted to do in WWE. We'll see." Booker T stated that he wants to see the new AEW star succeed and do a whole lot more in his pro wrestling career. Bianca Belair is one of the most popular performers in WWE. The EST is the reigning Raw Women's Champion and is adored by legions of fans around the world. Belair always tries to make time for everyone who supports her. However, after a recent live event, Bianca had a scary late-night interaction with a fan. It scared her enough to make a post on her Instagram story asking for the WWE Universe to respect her boundaries. As Belair was leaving the venue, a fan ran up to her car and tapped on the window for a picture. She said she was frightened because it was 11 o'clock at night. Bianca Belair said she loves her fans, but this time a boundary was crossed. "We drove 20 minutes from the venue, sitting at a red light. A fan just ran up to the window, tapped on the window, trying to take a picture. Scared the shit out of us. I love my fans, but do not follow me from the venue. Do not run up to my car window while I'm sitting at a red light at 11 p.m. tapping on my window. It's not safe for me, it's not safe for you. I try my best to stay around and sign as many autographs and take as many photos as I can. It may seem harmless and all in fun to you, but that wasn't right or fair. I was legit scared. Boundaries." In conclusion, Bianca requests fans to understand that crossing personal boundaries is inappropriate. Having worked for WWE for so long, Dean Ambrose, aka Jon Moxley, is well aware of how the company functions. However, that doesn't mean Moxley is a fan of everything that goes on in the company. Jon Moxley had also previously stated that his matches in WWE sucked after Vince McMahon scripted all of them. While speaking on the sessions with Renee Paquette, Jon Moxley claimed that Vince McMahon would flip his lid if he saw Moxley's current matches in AEW. Turns out all that stuff in WWE, they tell you a lot of stuff, you gotta do this and this is the way it needs to be done, and there's all this stuff that's just totally wrong and is demonstrably wrong now with AEW on a national level. Oh, you're doing too much or whatever. You're not selling, grab a hold. You know, all this fucking shit. Like, there's so many matches I have now that I know I literally couldn't do in WWE. Vince would just flip his lid. Jon Moxley won the interim AEW World Championship in the main event of AEW Forbidden Door as he defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi in a solid match. It remains to be seen how he will be booked as the champion in the coming weeks. We are ending today's news with Bianca Belair, as the EST is one of the most popular superstars in WWE today, but one fan recently took things way too far. On Instagram, the Raw Women's Champion explained that after leaving the venue of a recent WWE event, a fan sprinted to her car and tapped on the window to get a picture. The EST said that she was frightened given that it was 11 o'clock at night, and while she loves her fans, a boundary was crossed on this occasion. Belair warned fans not to follow her from the venue, and that it's not safe for anyone in the situation for a fan to try and get a photo while she's waiting at a red light. From the sounds of it, the fan didn't get their photo with the EST, but hopefully they walked away with a lesson about respecting the boundaries of other people. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.